tell you that much. Sometimes I think they are. If I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I definitely have ADHD though. I can't. I struggle with concentrating on anything for any amount of period of time. Unless I'm like trading on, it's a little bit different because I'm super interested in it. So I naturally just kind of get like really into it. You too? Gotcha. How can I maybe I can pop this out, pop the chat out. So I don't have to leave these fools on red all the time. Yeah, let's put you guys down there. That's a horrible spot for you guys. You take them too? Yeah, I think it might be a common thing for traders to have it. I didn't start taking ADHD meds until I was an adult, though. Until I got off of every other drug, and then I was like, don't feel like doing shit. Yeah, it just calms you down, but it helps. Yeah, I think Concerta is probably not a bad one, bro. It's not like Adderall or something. I think everyone would do better in the morning, honestly, dude. After last 2 weeks of trading the New York opening, um, I would say that most traders, after they develop some skill set, are going to be better off trading than you're around that time. Not like maybe not how I do it right at the opening, but I've just got a lot of practice at that in the past. So um, I don't necessarily think that's the best thing for everybody, but I think within the first hour of the open, 8:30 to 11, price is pretty good, right? You're gonna be able to get bigger moves. Like Thursday's stream, if we would have caught that fucking beast of a move, not Thursday, Monday, no, yeah, Monday's fucking trade this fucking thing on Monday. Where's that? Yeah, it looks like nothing right now, but that was a beautiful opportunity, missed opportunity there that we could have caught. See, I did pretty much the same. Then you get like this. Was it Monday? Yeah, it was 10-minute chart. Oh, this is gold. That's why it looks it's not Nasdaq. All right, I'm gonna as soon as gold breaks this low here, I'm gonna look for it then to retrace back up into the range here. So it will look like this. I don't want to enter now because it could double top. Gold likes to double bottom. I don't want to like fuck with that. But if it breaks through this, comes back up into here, I will fade the SMC traders, right? Because there's probably like 500,000 SMC traders. Not that many right now, but a couple thousand of them. Um, just waiting to do a liquidity run on this trade. So I like to fade them. After a low gets broke, I want to short as it comes back up into the range, and then it continues lower like always. They just think because it took out the low, it's going to reverse up for some fucking god knows reason why. Yeah, I like the mic. I like how you said the micro thing. I like that. Yeah, yeah, it's got really nice practice action. You caught this move. You're done till Monday. Nice, dude. Nice, good, you. Had me a little bit worried on that one stream. I was like, motherfucker said he's out. He's like peace. I'm like, uh-oh. Nice, caught longs on that. Nice, beautiful trade, dude. Oh, you got it. I thought you came up with that. Oh, this here. I got you, Jeff. Got you. But everything could be an H, right? I think you got to be a little bit more specific, bro. That don't look like an H to me. Like, if we think about it, like an H, like a lowercase or higher case. Yeah, I guess it does look like a higher case H. Or yeah, or K. He does, right? He maybe using voice typing or something. Yeah. I think Jeff, if you really, if I think you're onto something, I don't have the, I already got my strategy, but I think if you came up with a rule set, like I've been saying for like a month now, please come up with a rule set so we can give away, or at least start tracking it, and then let's see what's up. Because right now it might not be profitable, homie. Maybe you're trading a strategy that's not even profitable. You don't know because you're not testing it. Do you want? I have a Notion page you can copy, if you don't want to put it into ChatGPT or something like that. But all you'd have to do is after every trade, just screenshot the trade, and then the AI will figure out like your P&L, like do all the tracking for you. Just give that bitch screenshots. Fuck Jeremy. I never listened to. Oh shit. Okay. What up, Nasdaq? Finally broke. I didn't want to try to fade it up to here, even though it hit that balance area. That chop there, guys, you gotta learn to recognize when it's not. It's probably the hardest thing. It took me the longest to learn. Is like when not to fuck with Nasdaq. Like this, I would get torn up to pieces in this. The range is too big. Yeah, it's 20 points, so I'm not risking 30 points for trade. I never will, never have. I have before, but I'm not trying to anymore. So yeah, 6 to 7 points right in that area there. But now that we have that break, kind of like a similar thing on that we saw in gold there. I would like to look for that. This right here during the New York session, I was watching this closing in the loop here, dude. Uh, I was already like just not gonna fuck with it on the upside because I thought it was gonna go down. But like you had these beautiful, like you got one right there, and then another one right here. So you had like three in a row of these like just beautiful trades. So just once resistance, flip that bitch into support. Stop goes right fucking under the halfback. Scale out. I missed the re-add there. Another re-add there. I meant to grab those, that my chart wasn't zoomed in enough. Let me show you guys how to trade. This is how you trade. I can't even pretend to do it. Okay, so then we get the break. Could have stair-stepped this bitch up using strong lows. Scale out. Sell into strength. Re-add into weakness. It's kind of early on that. You get the final to the tick touch there, though. All of them are precise, and all of them you took no heat on. Like those three trades right there, I was watching that during your session. I was just like, because I was still thinking it might go down, but it never did. Have you checked out that strategy? I would say, Jeff, you might want to look at that instead of this H thing. I thought you came up with it. Now that I know some dude named Jeremy came up with it. What's he say the stats are on that bitch? What's he say? If you could only use 2 time frames, Jared, 3-minute or 10-minute. Ooh. If I could only use 2 time frames, I honestly would use the 30-second and the 3-minute. Because I can now identify like high time areas of interest. I can see what price look like. If we have a 1 hour, let's say, or even a 10-minute doji, I know that 10-minute doji is going to look like on a lower time frame. Like I know this is a consolidation because dojis are like this doji right here. If you look at it, price came down. This candle opened, pushed higher, then went lower, and then closed a little bit higher than open. So it's a balance area. So I know from just seeing it a million times. So yeah, I would go 3-minute and 30-second. 30-second for entries, 3-minute for I don't know. Maybe that's tough, man. I think I changed that. I think I would use the 10-minute and the 30-second chart. Nice. It looks like this is gonna play out perfectly there. Just like I wanted, so not a I don't really like it though, because now we have this isn't like a pullback, right? This is structure. It's now formed structure here. Like yeah, the expansion downward and now it's found structure. This is different than it like breaking the strong low and just coming back up into the range. This is gonna be hard to get back through when it comes back through. Just like this was hard to get back through. I think of like consolidations as like a wall. The thicker they are in time, like the harder it is for price to go through it. Oh, got you like a swing trading strategy? Got you. Nice. And if you are wrong and he is right, you know it super fast and cut your losses. And it usually bounces on the trend line if you're wrong. So again, easy to see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just I do like it. It's just what's this Jeremy dude's credentials, man? Like what's he do? You don't gotta tell me. I'm just messing with you, Jeff. I was just fucking with you. Um, they be just these dudes on YouTube be crazy. One dude I really do like is that dude that exposes the fakers. The, what's his name? I can't remember the dude's name though. Yeah, that dude's hilarious, man. He makes really good videos. Yeah, I man's a funny motherfucker, dude. I give him props because that ICT video he did was so well done. It wasn't disrespectful. Um, it was really, really well done. He better be careful with doing that. Those prop firms, like, remember I did that with my funded futures and I got threatened to be sued. I got fucking a copyright strike from YouTube. Because all it takes is for someone to say that you stole their content and that's it. YouTube doesn't, they just they punish you and say, take it to court, right? So, 3 of those you're banned forever from creating any content. You can't make another channel. You're banned from making new content. So that's what my funded futures did to me. Because if they don't like the content, these prop firms can literally just be like, that's why you don't see very many negative reviews because it's not worth the risk, right? Because they can just come out and say, they stole my content or whatever. YouTube slaps you with a copyright strike. Let's say you make another video exposing that. Oh, bam, another one. And then if the dude really wanted to be dick, he could go back in your next video, say it again, and you're fucking ruined. So, yeah, yeah. What's that little Chimo's name? I don't remember his name now. Because he's blocked me on everything. Little Chimo dude. What is his name? People say he's not the CEO anymore, but if you look on LinkedIn, um, it shows there, and that's the most business orientated platform in the game. Just like Michael's a piece of shit, this dude's a piece of shit too. Yeah, Matthew Leach. Horrible name to go with it. He's already a. I'm not gonna get into it. I'll go on a rant if I start talking about this piece of shit. Horrible person. But yeah, he fucked me pretty good. I couldn't live stream for a couple months because YouTube doesn't play about that, like copying people's shit. They take that deadly serious. I couldn't believe he did that. I was such a shock when I woke up the next morning because I worked on that video for weeks, gathering the fucking, making sure the information was legitimate, making sure I wasn't making false claims against him, making sure that I had my everything was like tight, like there's nothing to be argued with. Everything was fact, and yeah, sue you for defamation and it's like Jesus Christ. Yeah, see. So AJ Trades was in Top Step a while ago. I've talked to him in their Discord. Meanwhile, he's trashing them now. If AJ's a real trader, and Iman put him out full center. What do you mean? Oh yeah, this dude's just a. I've been going at it with this dude in his comments too. He just all up on their D, bro. He's obviously getting paid. I think yesterday he said he got a payout. Like I'll get my payouts. They're still a good company, something like that. Um, I've been saying Top Step's a shit company. Like how long have I been telling you, Jeff, to stop fucking with Top Step, dude? Like a year? At least a year, dude. As soon as I saw that lawsuit, I was like, whoa, they're gonna be broke. They're gonna have to get that money somewhere. It's not gonna come out of his pocket because we know he's greedy. He's super greedy, so he ain't gonna take it out of his own pocket. You have and you haven't? You haven't stopped messing with him, bro? Ah, dude. Why? I even gave you a free Top Step, a free Bull Knox account just to try to get you away from them to help you, bro. You're savage, stubborn. Yeah. Yeah, so Top Step's owner, the company was funded with two other individuals. Him and two other individuals started Top Step. And Michael, once they started getting popular, once pretty much like when you should be relaxing and enjoying yourself and like not being a greedy dude, he decides to be super greedy and tricks his partners into signing away their shares of Top Step. And then pushes them out of the company, pretty much fires them, pushes them out, takes control. He seizes control of the company and the assets and the money, and then pushes them out. And bunch of crime involved in that. You can't do that in a business. Misappropriated funds, blowing all that because now he has all the money, right? He can go do whatever he wants with it. He starts taking company funds and blowing them. And then yeah, he's got a huge lawsuit about to come. It's been going on for years. I think from what I read last time I looked at it, it should be wrapping up here soon. But he's not going to be. If you think about as a founding member, their shares have to be 20 30%, 20 10 20 30 somewhere, I imagine, in there. I don't know, it didn't say what percentage of the company they owned, but the value of Top Step has drastically increased, right? he would have been better off just paying him off then, just being like, I'm going to cash you out, and just not be such a greedy prick. So now he's going to have to claim bankruptcy. I don't see any other option, or devalue. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Or devalue Top Step so much that it's no longer worth shit, and then hopefully build it back up later. That's probably what he's doing. He's smart, smart cat. Oh, nice, Jeff. That makes me so happy, dude. Good here, bro. I thought you meant like you haven't stopped messing with them. I was like, Jesus, Jeff, you're a savage, dude. But the serious problems have been coming because the can't um the dude's just a piece of shit. So um I know their platform's been having problems. I don't keep that much up tabs on them. I just knew the red flags were coming. I don't know, I probably made 60 posts about it. It starts with the rule change. Anytime you're with a prop firm, guys, and they make a single rule change that makes it harder for you to get money, you should probably step away from them for a little bit and just go use another prop firm that because there's so many to choose from right now. Like if they changed any rules, step away because that means they cannot operate at the cert at the they cannot operate at the they can't operate using their current model of funding. So they have to change to make more money, right? That means they're not making profit, right? If a company's not making profit and you are directly taking their profit from them as a trader in a sim account, you're taking their profit. What do you think's gonna happen, bro? They're gonna change the rules so you don't get the profit no more. It's just like it's really sucks. I've been there. I don't like Bullnox has done that a couple of times over the years. They like change a rule in the contract but not even send me a fucking email about it. Like that really bothers me when they do that type of shit. Take Profit Trader, dude. By far. I fucking love that company to death, dude. Their support is a little bit like the only thing I can say about them is their support's a little wish-washy sometimes. Like when that dude got that, like we went through periods where they get popular, like their increase in popularity, and because they have a stupid chat on their, I don't know why they do this. Let's just put a chat bot for new traders to bitch and complain, So then they take up all my support, and then yeah, so they have this here, so it's really easy to ask them questions and shit. And what ends up happening is their support team gets flooded with new questions and shit that people could probably do on YouTube. And then sometimes like I had to reach out to the fucking owner to get him to help get some of the people in the Discord their shit resolved. Um because it was like, bro, like dude's got a funded account and it glitched out on him and you haven't responded in like 7 business days, dude. But that's over now. So but as long as you can handle trailing drawdown, there's no consistency. There's nothing negative about it, dude. Yeah, so it does. Yeah, so for me, because the way I trade, it's not an issue, and I can teach you guys how to deal with it. But I don't know of any prop firm unlocked that like. So after you get past like the trailing drawdown goes away though. So yes, for a moment of time, you have to deal with the trailing drawdown. Like it got me today. It gets me sometimes, but once you have that unlocked account, like there's no consistency. There's no nothing. Just don't fucking trade the news. That's it. Which I don't. There isn't any payouts from day one. Much payouts as you want, except for if you make 10K in a day, they'll stop you. But in a sim 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 account, they'll stop you on 10K profits for the day. But that's about it. Yeah, it's literally like the biggest opportunity in the game because the payouts are they're on point. Not as on point as they used to be. Like they used to be, or I could get like multiple payouts a day if I really timed it right. Like let's say I traded during New York session, I could then have profits in my wallet and pull them out as I wanted. Um, like within an hour, usually anytime during business hours within an hour, they used to pay out. But now it's a little bit delayed now. It's still within like 12 hours, but it's a little bit aggravating sometimes. Especially on Friday to Monday if you request it Friday. No, his hair is ridiculous. What's up with that dude? He looks like yeah, the Johnny Bravo here. I can't do that, dude. Why is he going? I guess if he gets attention, I guess, but kind of a goober. Is he a good trader? I don't watch anybody's content, dude. The last thing I watched was that Riz of Rizdom douchebag had that Russian scalper on. And I watched that. That's the last thing. I didn't watch all of it. I watched like 30 minutes of it. Because they're reaching the point, which you're already there, Jeff, like where content isn't gonna help you anymore. Right? Like so like you hear the same regurgitated shit. Um, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. Um, but without implementation, it's just a big waste of time. I think if you, a lot of you guys, even like just take a couple weeks and get all these people, even me, and just focus on your developing a real um system. And like for me, I shouldn't say this because it's beneficial if you watch my content, right? But I'm just like, even myself, if you just step away from everyone else's opinion and what they're thinking, what they're saying, because you've already heard the same shit a million times, you already know what to do. You just need to be able to implement it for yourself, right? And build that strategy out, build a process out, um, and then just stick to the process once you test it, know it, know, know it works. Because it's all math, right? If you have a strategy that has a 55 plus win rate, and you have a risk to reward ratio on average of 1.7. For me personally, it's 1.7 or higher. I know they say 1 to 1, but with commissions, errors, like let's keep it real, dude. Um, over a set of trades, you can't lose. Like over 30 trades, you'll come out profitable. But to develop that and consistently be able to do it over a set of trades is a different story. It's hard to do. Obviously, that's like a really like simplified understanding. Like you still gotta to keep your risk reward there, keep your win rates. To do those things, to do those two things is difficult, but um, it's it's just a process that allows you to do it over and over again. Did I miss it? Oh, dude. So there's the strategy right there, guys. I missed it. Um, I don't know if I would have took that. I may have taken it, but you guys see how it going right to my balance area here. And then Nasdaq did the same thing, the same balance area I pointed out. It's just about there now. I'm just not really. I just wanted to come on here and bullshit with you. I didn't really want to trade today. I'm probably not going to trade the rest of the week. Gotta let the wounds heal. Yeah, but Jeff, you're also learning, right? I think if you like give me an hour with you, dude. Just out of like home for homie's sake. We go back. Maybe for you guys that are that'd be really unfair for the people. Just DM me, bro. Do you guys, speaking of that, do you guys want I have the rules for the Asia session turn written out and the rules for balance areas. The good thing about having one-on-one clients is I have to get um all this shit like in order. These, have any of you guys checked out these cats? They're harassing me, dude. The 8-cap people. Like, I feel like I'm being harassed at this point. Like, every day they send me multiple emails asking me to partner with them. And, like, why are they so desperate? It's a desperation that's starting to worry me, dude. It's like, yeah, I saw your profile and your payout showcases are impressive. Clear what you're doing in the funded future space, blah, blah, blah. Very aggressive, dude. I've already said no like 4 times, lady. Like, I'm not interested. I don't trade CFDs for fuck. It's just a different thing. So let me screenshot this. There's some part of this I don't want to share that's personal to him. And it's nothing that like is like, yeah. And then yeah, it says Apex Trader funding. They prop firms constantly are just bugging me to collab with them, and I just don't usually. I don't want to feel like I owe them. Like, I feel like once you collab with them and like they pay you money to make content, um, at that point you're kind of like their bitch. You just got to like say what they want you to say. There it is. Jesus, Jesus took forever. So there's the this is the half back to balance model with the that setup that just happened on gold. So what I did for this dude is I gave him the half back to balance model, but then used a very strict entry criteria to get past some of it. So it'd probably be good for a lot of you guys. So if you're having trouble with like discipline over trading that can happen from losing trades, then you just need to make sure what you're doing is really high win rate. So I went through and tested it with this the half back to balance with this uh entry pattern. So it's like 2 setups in one. The win rate is impeccable. I didn't like go through like 1,000 examples or anything, but I went back and looked enough times to like, okay, he's not going to lose very often, but he's not going to get a trade very often either, which If you can get somebody to do that, if you can actually get them to do it, is absolutely gold. Most people won't do it though. They'll just start trading random BS. So I'll put these in a PDF for you guys, and then you guys can put them in the beginner's guide or something. But the win rate's incredible because the entry model is so strict that it filters out all the most of the poor trades will be filtered out. Not all of them, of course. Like it's not nothing's guaranteed or anything, but so where did that go? It's here. Jesus. It has to be this one. I'll stay on this one. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, 1 second. Wait 1 second. Here it is. Could have done a better job of screenshotting. Jesus. Step 2. Let's use step 3. All right. All right, step 5. I guess I could read them to you guys while I'm doing it. Probably make more sense than you guys sitting here in quiet. All right. So get this here. Okay, so the model redelivery balance halfback. So what's going to happen here is step one, and then break and execute. So step one, identify high time frame balance area, 10 minutes, 1 hour. Do his name all over it. Okay, so structure-wise, must mark out balance only if minimum 3. This just explains balance areas. I'm not going to get into all of that. I got lots of videos on that. Then you mark out the top and the bottom of the balance. So halfback and the loop close area. And then this acts as your point of interest. Step 2, wait for a price to return to the area, obviously. As I broke it down in really simple terms here. If it doesn't hit halfback, no trade. If it blows through halfback with hesitation, skip the area. And this is where it gets good, because then this is where it really steps it up. I just need to fix this because it's blurry. Canva is a fucking amazing app. So it's blurry, so I'll just fix the blurriness. Anyways, so once you see it come into the higher time frame area, you're then going to drop down, and you're going to be looking for a cracking correlation, which you guys know what that is. And then it's pretty much just what we saw. So then you're going to look for a cracking correlation. This is your confirmation that one side of the market is weak. This filters out a lot of the fake touches that you're like, oh, it went to balance, it should reverse. But if you wait for a cracking correlation, it definitely drastically, as you guys have seen, it will drastically increase the win rate. And then on top of that, you wait for a strong low or strong high to be broken. And then wait for a retracement, and it creates this amazing model that is almost bulletproof because it just fucking hits. And then I go in on, you guys can read the rest, but it's pretty much the exact model we just saw on gold here and Nasdaq. Except for gold, you can't do it. There's no cracking correlation on gold, but so we had the strong low break, 50% retracement back into that last leg down, that and it broke it. So there's 50% retracement. Is that just randomness there? That doesn't line up with anything. That's just randomness. That's crazy. And then you get this fucking giant fucking move. Very low risk, very high reward. You would have had to risk up to here though, so to the failure swing. It's better if it does a failure swing, but as is right there, it's 7R trade. Yeah, you have Beans? What up? Where's the SMC soup call out, bro? I just gotta expect you to do it now, dude. Anyway, so this setup right here is an SMC soup. Should have entered in as soon as it broke the trend line there. Yeah, so entries right there. Stop above that high. You may have got stopped out there. No, you good. I think they both double topped, actually. Clear cracking correlation though, so it's an SMC soup. So you enter in there, stop above there, not too much risk. Yeah, actually very small risk. You know, risk 7 points. Another 4.5 hour trade. And you guys see how it redelivered pretty much perfectly there. Gold overshot this level. Gold, see that double bottom there? So just like this area worked out, this area, like you can see the SMC traders in the price action here, guys. You can see their stops getting just fucking roasted. See a relatively equal lows right there. Pretty much a double bottom, right? Like I said, SMC traders are going to be, you know, thousands of them all across, probably who knows how many in CFD markets, probably, you know, it's getting to be so many traders that these opportunities are becoming more and more amazing. You know, if you see a double bottom or double top anywhere, and it fade it. Like, don't think that price is going to reverse after the double bottom. Expect it to expand with a lot of oomph to it, like it did here. This is stop losses being triggered right here. And then they'll call this a run on liquidity, even though it went up. You know, if you were an institution, are you gonna 23 fucking points per contract? $230 per contract. A $2,300 of contract, per contract of risk, and that's a liquidity run. No, dude, that's just people taking profit probably, because no institution is looking to, you know, if you had sold here, what do you have up here? Buy stops, right? So you're telling me that institutions bought here, and they were okay with, you know, maybe their averages right here. They were okay with 45 points of risk. No, dude, no. Like, that's so much risk. Like, no one's doing that. Anyways, back to the ICT traders getting smoked here. You can tell it's stop losses because of how fast it is, right? So stop losses cause this flood of because if you bought here, right, expecting price to continue higher, and then it breaks, right, and it stalls here, so they'd be expecting a run on liquidity, for price to come back up into the range. They don't get that, and then this is where it just starts. You can tell because of, like, right here, if we go to volume profile, you can tell they definitely were probably in the market there, because it just all of a sudden drops really, really fast, which gold's pretty volatile. Maybe it's a coincidence, but I'm definitely focusing. I'm going to be looking for more opportunities, like if I can pair it with the redelivery. Yeah, like look at this unfair delivery, like the spottiness in here. Almost no buying. Like, there's stop losses are triggered there because there's only selling there. You have a low, stop losses being triggered, the yellow sell. Below the low, stop losses only, sells only, stop losses being triggered. Causes prices speed up. And then there's very little buying in here at all, just mostly all selling. It's quite amazing, actually. Volume profile is good for that. They also, TradeAway also has some good options. All right, let me finish this and then we'll wrap this up, guys. Let me finish getting the PDF for you guys. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time making it perfect. I'll do that later, but they're in steps, right? Step 1 through 5. I just didn't do a very good job of screenshotting it. that'll probably be easier to deal with then. I don't know why I did it this way. I just like had like a brilliant idea. Make a copy and then I can just delete that stuff. Mm. Will you find all examples of the name LUIS and remove it from this document? And voila. The AI does it for me. It's fucking amazing. Then I can just delete all that, paste it back in there. So that's a lot, right? Like, it took me a while to come up with all this. So please, for the love of God, do not share it with anybody, dude. Or we'll hunt you down and likely murder you. So now I even gave criterias to rate the trades after you're done with them. It's really like high value stuff. So please do not share them. Targets, everything's done. Just want to double check, make sure there's nothing personal in there. Think it was like my Christmas present to you guys. Okay. And I'll just share the document with you guys and give you access to it. Make your own copy though, please, and then do what you like with it. It didn't remove the word Lewis though. No, it did. And just missed that one. Okay. File and download. Sorry, that took fucking forever. All right, guys. Now, if you got questions, please put them in chat. If I missed any of your guys' questions, just re-ask them, please. Strat. And then I also have the Asia session turn, but I I need to go through that one. I don't really feel like doing it right now. What up, Eric? What up, my dude? How's it going, brother? I'm not trading tonight. You should have. You could short. You could short it here. Both gold and Nasdaq. Here on Nasdaq, no. ES is already redelivered there. So if you're trading Nasdaq, I wouldn't. And not looking at ES, you really just, I don't know. You could short it, and like if you think it's gonna go lower overnight, but again, I don't think it's I don't know. My opinion this week's probably not these holiday weeks are not always rough, but I can't say that because today was beautiful price action, so. But ES is already redelivered there, and you have SMC soup right here. So you got a double bottom. As soon as Nasdaq breaks that trend line, you should be going long, if anything, which it just did. Wait for a clean close above that trend line there. I'd probably be long in that bitch as long as ES broke that same low. Let's double check that. Nice, nice, nice. How'd you do, Eric? Yeah, so it's SMC soup there. Perfect. I always like to wait for a clean close above here, like with some oomph to it. Waiting, you could also wait for the strong high break, but it might keep going down lower. It's not closing outside of there yet. All right, any questions that I missed, guys? Yeah, no problem. Hey, I'm here to help you guys. So I like how active you guys are in the chat tonight. I super appreciate it because I really don't like sitting here just like talking to myself. It sucks. Um, if the more questions you guys ask, the better. It literally makes my experience better because I'm literally here to teach. I'm not like straight up like I'm here to help. So no stupid questions. Just be greedy with that shit. Because then I have something to talk about, right? Then I can teach. And I like to teach. It's something I really like doing. I work today probably calling it for Wake Smart Man. That's my dude. Did that payout hit your account yet, dude? So what the night before Eric makes like 5K, gets the payout the next day. Next trading hours. That's what's up. Um yeah, so I had an issue with where the place I was living, uh the dude's being a sketchy fuck and kicking me out for no reason, so I had to come up with money to move into another place, quite a bit of money. Um so I did the one-on-ones for that. If you're like I actually like doing them. I forgot how much I enjoy doing them. I think I just got burnt out on them when I did them in the past, so I was really against doing them just because I got sick of people. I wasn't very selective with who I chose. Yeah, and doing 2 to 3 a day is just overwhelming. Um and you start to get like mad, like, why aren't you doing what I say, dude? Why don't you try this? And so yeah, gets a little frustrating. But I the last couple the I, they're actually all right. So if you guys are interested in that, but there's the who it is not for is the most important. It's not for new traders. It is not for people who don't understand my strategies. It is not for forex traders. It is not for um, beginner traders. I only want students that are ready to change. That means you need to have gone through it. You need to you need to fail and be ready to change. You need to be at that point where you're like, I have to give up or change. Like that's the people I want. That right on that cusp of like just despair and and it's fucked up to say it that way, but those are the people that change. Those are the people that are ready to make the fucking change. Like right on the line, like I have to give up or because they're ready to implement it. Otherwise, like you won't do it. You'll just I'll sit there for an hour and teach you, and then you'll just continue to do what you did last week, and then nothing will change. And I just wasted my time. You wasted your money. It's a lose-lose situation. I had a student where she did one-on-ones for like 6 months and never got any better because she just never did anything I suggested. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just give me the dudes that are the which most people teaching trading wouldn't want those people, but those are my people. I feel like I can relate to them better. A new trader I can't really relate to anymore, but someone that's at that point I definitely can help them. Hey, what up, Captain Kirk? What up, dude? Long time, man. I like seeing a lot of you OGs on here. What's up, guys? I got a $20 jumbo account from Apex and slammed it out in 2 days, and they honored the discount lifetime activation. I've got it got it within a grand of paying. Problem is, I already had 20 PAs with them. I wonder what's going to happen since I'm showing 21. You should probably, dude, you're killing it, bro. Congrats. This is one of my first one-on-one students. Um, that's what's up, bro. 20 of them, 21. I'd reach out to them before they before, I would definitely reach out to them before they catch it. That way you can at least like work out with them. But if they catch it, they might just Apex is on like kind of I don't know, dude. Sometimes they're cool. Like it depends on the dude that you talk to. I've had really bad support experiences. I don't know if you guys have, but I've had their support be like pretty much tell me to fuck off and just not be very nice. Yeah, today probably would have been a good day for that, Eric. Yeah, it's definitely, bro. Hey, that's I'm proud of you, man. You stuck with it, man. Super proud of you, dude. That's a huge. You're on your road to like that $1 million payout, dude. That's what's up. Are you copy trading them or are you rotating? Getting used to the discomfort is tough, man. That's probably one of the hardest parts. Okay, nice, nice. So you're being really selective with it. Nice, nice. Copying trading almost caused me break out in hives, but I'll allow myself to do it once a session. So you're not, that's smart. That's smart. Because you understand the risk. It's the same amount of risk. Like, I think in our minds, copy trading like split, you don't see it the same, but it's the same as you're risking. Either way, you're risking with 20 accounts. You risk $100 a count. You know, either way, the risk is the same. Still two G's no matter which way you spin it. That's what's up though. That's big opportunity. Question, because it's something I've been like thinking about trying to like stack accounts like that again. I've went through like several times trying. I've had like a bunch of accounts at one time, but did you pass them all together, or did you like slowly accumulate them? Catching a runner is spectacular for real. If you guys have any other questions for him, I mean, most of you guys in here, I assume that based off the current influencing arena, that like y'all want 20 accounts. I would assume that this is like, if I was coming up, that would be like what I would fucking be, you know, I wouldn't say aspiring to, but I definitely would want to be in that situation. Because it does give you that opportunity to get that life changing payout. It may take 4 to 6 months to do it, but or sooner. I guess Apex is cashing people out early. Yeah, that would be nice, right? Yeah, that's kind of my goal. First, I want to get take profit trader up, but kind of the way to do it that I used to recommend to a lot of people is start with bull knocks, use those payouts to get the better accounts. But I also feel like I have a couple of bull knocks evaluations I'm working on, and just thinking about having to go back through the payout cycle again is just like, it just sucks, dude. There's actually some people that make tools. Um, nice. If you ask me, I passed 19 of them in about 3 minutes the day after Labor. Damn. So all in one trade. That's dope. So you've had them for quite a long time then. Nice, dude. That's cool. So Chrissy also has a bunch of accounts. So there's quite a few people in here that. I don't think she copy trades them. No, I think she just rotates them. You'd have to ask her. I'm not sure. I know. Last time I talked to her, like one on one in a chat, she was saying that she still had all of them that she had during the summer. Damn. Full you YOLO them bitches. Jesus. But hey, I mean, if you spent the time to learn, you spent the time and to learn to trade, so if you're willing to risk it when they're on sale, fuck it. So that's so you had to pay to 2,500 to activate them and go through one at a time. I always hated that. Like activating them, sign the contract one at a time. It takes forever. Yeah, exactly. No, no, definitely do. Yeah. I do tell like new traders that don't do that because you're gonna blow up the funded account if you can't pass the eval. Then you're probably gonna blow up the funded. But you've been around. Anyone have any more questions, guys? Glad to see some of you OGs coming back, guys. Makes me happy. It's good. It's good shit. Because a lot of you guys came over with me from YouTube, so you guys are my ride or die fan, like the OGs in the game. The heat maps to enhance price action calls. Like the order flow heat maps. Yeah, at one point I got really deep into order flow. Tradeovate has some yeah, you don't really need to I was going through Tradeovate's setup, dude, and they have the community has made some really cool heat like order flow tools that you can use for free. I was going through them last weekend, I think. But I don't use them anymore. But I do experiment. Like every once in a while, I'll pull one up on my chart, and like I had one a couple weeks ago. I was using one for a little bit. So if you go to indicators here, guys, and you go to explore community indicators, like when I found this the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is gold. So then, like, if you want to order like heat map, and people just share their it's not like trading view where it's just closed off. It worked. It's just yeah, cumulative delta map. I already have that one there. Market cheat code. Yeah, volume footprint. Like everything you can think of is in here. They got a lot in here. Yeah, I think I was when I was watching that the Wisdom dude, I kind of like that dude's indicators he was using. How it showed like the absorption in the areas with those circles on the candlesticks. I really like that. If you understand like absorption and trap traders, like order flow is all about trap traders, is finding where traders are trapped. Just like this gold trade uh, worked out so well because the SMC traders were trapped. They expected the low time frame ones here expected a run on liquidity. They didn't get it, so they were trapped here. You know, there were buyers after a break of a low with a big redelivery lower, and they end up getting smoked. So definitely, you know. So if you, I like how it's in. Did you guys watch that? It like it put circles on his chart when there's absorption and trap traders, from what I believe, and I don't know what all of them meant. He didn't explain all of them, but I assume that's what they mean. Delta histogram, automatic trails target with what? Automatic trail with fib target prices. What? Yeah, so there's a lot of cool indicators in here that are really complicated and really actually really cool. Volume delta grid, delta footprint. Market profile, volume profile. Better delta footprint. That one's probably actually looks pretty decent. Let's check it out. So you would just save it and then push OK. And then now when you go to your indicators up here, It's gonna be in there somewhere. So not my, I would, this would drive me nuts personally, but yeah, delta is a big deal if there's a huge buyer puts. No one's selling them. Yeah, you can definitely tell, right? Similarly, I'm trying to keep an eye on Bookmap if they have enter. Yeah. Um, I think that you can see what's going. I think it's more information. I do think that everyone should learn and understand that shit because like I spent over a year just straight trading market profile, volume, order flow, all those. Like that's all I did. Um, and it definitely is like a good thing to learn because you actually learn the real market dynamics, not um the what people are teaching out here is probably not that accurate most of the time. I don't think. That's why I don't know. They make it work, whatever, but you actually get to learn like what's going on underneath the hood, and it's got a lot of value to learn that. Whether you use it in a strategy or not, it's good to understand and learn. It's super interesting to me. I like this dynamic between buyers and sellers, and like you actually see the struggle with the order flow tools. You'll see the buyers trying to push price up, but getting absorbed, and then you'll see the distribution at the highs, and then buyers try to step in, and then once buyers get like right here's a good example. Buyers are getting exhausted, right? So they're gonna have to dump their bag. Like if they've been buying in here, they're about to have to dump, and then you would if you're looking at order flow tools, you see price speed up the orders. The sell orders would speed up as the buyers are exhausted. They get out of their position. Price speeds up to the downside. You would see it in the price action. Did it? Did it really? Yeah. So I think if it works, it makes it easier for you. Go for it. That's my person, but I don't use it. I would like to if it had some kind of implement of AI to go through the order flow tool for me and like make it super easy and simplified to that would be dope. I should write that down. That's a cool idea for a business. Order flow tools with AI to built in to tell you what to do. It's gold. I've been trying to think of like tools that because right now you can use AI to make AI is really good at coding now, so pretty much anything you can think of you can have made. So um, it's kind of like right now there's like this one last little piece of time we have before I think here in about 3 to 4 months, if you want an app, AI is just going to build you a custom one that you'll use to yourself. It's not like you'll have to go download it. The AI will just create it for you, and you'll just use the app that's created. And it's going to kill all these apps on the App Store. But there is a period of time here for the next 3 to 6, maybe a year, um, that I think it's like to make these tools, you can make a lot of money without having to know how to do the coding. All right, guys. I've been on here forever. My voice is gonna go out. All right, so I'm not gonna probably stream tomorrow, but if I change my mind, I'll let you guys know. I suspect you can look at halfback, and more than likely, there's a huge, yeah, exactly. Um, yeah. So it's been a while since you've been around, dude. So, um, like I think, like at one time it was a theory that the half, like there's an algorithm pushing it to halfback, and then this theory became like, as I studying, I ended up finding like the ultimate document. The person that invented the algorithm that um, runs CME is the inventor posted a research paper on the algorithm, and it breaks it all down in there, dude. A lot of it's over my head. I should probably put it into AI to help me understand it better, but um, yeah. So I'm not sure if it like I'm not. I'd have to go through it again, but I know that when there is unfair delivery based on like an influx of institutional order flow or big size traders that cause price to push down or up, that then the algorithm kind of like clicks on and pushes it up there. And then that is a good question. I don't know if it turns off once it goes to halfback, or if it then causes price to be pushed. That's a good point. I'm not sure. Or is there other entities in the market that understand this as well? I'm sure I can't be the only motherfucker on earth to find this document. I couldn't imagine. I'm sure they keep it under wraps, but it's out there if you really, 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 really like put the time into finding it. Um, yeah, because it's a research paper, right? Research papers are dope. Like they go into it in, you know, peer-to-peer review research papers, like so much evidence of everything. Anyways, yeah, it's definitely it makes me wonder like this is a mathematical thing, and then this is two, and then do they just shut it off and then price gets rejected, or does the algorithm actually flip it? Do they all the shares that all the contracts they bought up, do they then sell them as a to push price back down the other way? Because it's CME, they can just it doesn't matter. They don't have to sell them. They can just they're it's just like nothing to them. It's no risk, no money. Um, yeah. So be like me creating a product and buying it. Like I'm paying myself, right? So um, yeah, it makes me wonder. Yeah, it's a good question. For CME, they can buy 10,000 contracts to push it up, and then I think the question is, do they sell it what they bought back down to even out the order book to make it so they're not um, manipulating price? It makes me wonder. Huh? You kind of got me thinking there, dude. I never thought about like is there someone sitting here at halfback and just waiting to short it like with size, or is it the algorithm just because what I see the algorithm do is just blasting at the market small orders, like just blasting at the market and then just wiping out the order book, just one two one two one two 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 one 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 one, just really fast. And then once it redelivers, it just I don't see it anymore. It just kind of trickles off. He doesn't know, dude. I think he understood. I think like ICT. I think he really understood the IPTA algorithm, but it's two different entities in two different markets. So he don't know nothing, bro. The fucking audacity of this dude to like think that that algorithm's gonna exist in crypto, forex. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. There's no way. The only reason that this works so well in crypto is because the crypto exchanges have to implement some kind of fairness in the price action. They can't have price manipulated all over the fucking place, and that's what this algorithm does. Is it's ensuring fairness. It's not manipulating price in a bad way. It's really just reoffering price to people that didn't get a chance to because price was manipulated in the first place by big traders. Like big trader buys the dip, wipes out the order book, causes price to geek up 100 point, whatever, how much ever. Price then redelivers. But bam, bam. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then if you start doing them, because the liquidity is so heavy right now, you literally cannot. No one can. No one can move price anymore on the level that they used to be able to because it's too much liquidity to do it. Like ES, you'd have to be like either the even the amount of money per day is out of the it's unfathomable amount because like a million contracts traded, right? So if you wanted to push price 5 years ago, probably not that hard because on the order book and the amount of people trading, it wasn't that heavy. But now because it's millions of contracts per day, you literally have to spend $1 trillion to manipulate this market in a meaningful way. Like, no, I'm not talking like, 10, 20 points, but 100 points, like that's going to take you almost $1 trillion per day per move. And it's just that's why the liquidity run thing is just so false. That they can't afford to buy the stops. No one is buying the stops. They're too big. They used to be able to, but now the stops with I think if there's 1 million contracts a day traded, there's probably like 100,000 contracts here. Who in the fuck is scooping up 100,000 contracts, bro? Nobody. And that's why you're not seeing the run on liquidity like I feel like I used to see it at one time, but like you don't see it anymore. Prices overshooting these levels by hundreds of points, if way too far for it to be liquidity run because no one's going to scoop up and sell down here, right? For price to just rip and you know what I'm saying? I wish I could just get on a fucking talk with him, dude, and be like, with like maybe some kind of like, not lie detector. I want to drug the dude, like whatever drug makes people be honest, and just get him to admit it. I think I could do it without the drugs, but just pure logic. Because logic beats out everything. If you come with a logical argument that's undeniable, like this is it's undeniable. The math, the paper I have, it's all undeniable logic. Like you can't fucking, it's undeniable. The proof is in the chart. The proof is in the order flow. The proof is, yeah. So it's yeah. One of these days, man. I do appreciate ICT for even bringing the idea of algorithmic manipulation and stuff like that because I would have never even considered it honestly if I hadn't found him. And then limit orders, you have to legit yeah. And then if you go to CME and read their rule, this is how it all started for me. It was just like as soon as I started finding like looking into CME and realizing how powerful of a group they are and like they're not like this is like these dudes like run the world and you're gonna tell me like it just didn't make sense that they would let another algorithm run their world, right? Like this is their world and they're extremely rich, like powerful company that has pretty much a monopoly over the futures market just about. So to do that it's like Google type power shit. But if you go to like their rule book down here, like just spend 5 minutes reading this and find the algorithm section and I'm like, bruh, you read this for fucking 5 minutes and you'll definitely be like, okay, yeah, that's not happening. Algorithmic. Hmm. Please go through this document and outline any discussion of algorithms and rules around algorithms and the result of misusing algorithms to manipulate price. What would CME implement as a rule? And their punishment for breaking such rule. Watch. I'm not sure if I grabbed the right one, but I'm pretty sure the bylaws. Like, look, dude, like, disruptive practice is prohibited. This is the central rule for algorithmic compliance. It requires all orders to be entered for the purpose of executing blah blah, spoofing, quote stuffing, misleading messages. Like it goes on and on and on, and that's just one tiny section of their like. The rule book is like, look at this. This is the rule book, right, guys? Like, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. So this company is like not gonna allow an algorithm to come into their market and fuck shit up and manipulate price and screw over their like would you if you owned a store, would you let some homeless dude kick in the door, fucking splash milk on your customers and drag out some lady? No. Fuck no. Would you let customers come into your store and steal your product from you and punch your customer in the face on the way out? Fuck no. And that's what you would be expecting CME to do in that situation. Just allow some other entity to come into their world that they have complete 100% control over, and yeah, it's just not gonna happen. I can't remember which page it gets into, but I read through most of um, I read through a lot of this. I've spent like an hour a night kind of reading, scanning, reading, trying to understand. Because there's a lot of actually useful information in these rules and stuff because it gives you an understanding of their business model and how price works and how the settlement works. Like these, I don't. Yeah, if I keep going here, I'm gonna give away too much. But I would just check it out, guys. This is the rabbit hole that led me down the rabbit hole. Alrighty, guys, going to wrap it up. I appreciate the combo tonight, guys. It's been a really good conversation, and I forgot to ask YouTube. All right, so what's up, YouTube people? You guys got any questions? If I missed your questions, you got like 1 minute to put them in the chat, and I'll answer them. But then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, so I see your question, Maxwell. Yes, take profit trader will stop you if you make 10K in one 24-hour period. I had them do that to me, which I probably would have made 30, 40K that day. I was on such a tear. And they right at the opening, I think I was up like 4 to 6K. I can't remember. And I caught at the opening, I caught a failure swing, kind of like this one, and it started ripping up like 100 points pretty quickly. And I hit that 10K mark and audit, like they have the system that closes it. And I couldn't put on another trade until later that day. They put you in a live account. They're like, that's it. You're done for the day, bro. Which is good. You'd want that from a chart prop firm. I think most of these are older questions. I don't think anyone's actually probably still there. Maybe one person watch. Oh shit, there's still 12 people. What's up, guys? Any questions? Surprising. Dude, good discussion though. Like if you aren't familiar with me, it's good good introduction, I think though. Nasdaq still just creeping up here, guys. So balance, 3 candles in a row. Price redelivers it. I'm not sure if it's going to be like from here to there or that. So I'd put both the bitches on. All right, guys. I know it's lags pretty bad, but it's lagging that bad. Yeah. All right. No questions. All right. Peace out, guys, and have a if I don't see you guys tomorrow, um, yeah, have a really good Christmas, guys. Oh, yeah. So if you want to join the Discord, guys, I almost forgot. Thank you, bro. If you guys want to join the Discord, guys, like it's free to join. Like every Tuesday I do this just about like I missed like one Tuesday in the last 3 months or something like that. Pretty much every single week I do this for free. And if you notice tonight, I didn't gatekeep shit. I'm not here to gatekeep, guys. I'm here to teach. But I do have a paid section if you want to do it every day with me. If you want to trade, the open every day or Asia session, you can do that too. It's free to join. So like, really, like, might as well come check it out, see what's up. If you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with me. I'm not for everybody, obviously. Um, there's definitely a subset of people that don't vibe with me. So, but I would suggest to at least come check it out. I'll put the link in the. I'm not gonna put it in the comment because they nuked my last stream when I did that. So it is in the description of the video though. I guess it's at the end now. It doesn't matter. I'll put it in the chat. They can't really nuke it any more than they have already. So that's a good question. Right at 7, like I like to start the streams at like 7:30, get prepared, and then by 8 to 8:30 trade. So I would say 7:30 to 8:30 is probably the best. Not tonight. Tonight it looks like it went into 9, but I would say 8 to 9, somewhere in that period. I usually avoid. I tried to come up with a strategy for the like here, but I tested that strategy out and it didn't play out very well. So, yeah, but 7:30 to the next 2 hours, really good. There's an influx of volatility that comes in at 8 to 8 and 8:30. So those are my favorite times to kind of like execute. If you noticed here, like the big move started at 8:30. Yeah, because of Tokyo. Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. Anyone else got any times you guys like Asia session? I also like kind of like right about now too, around midnight. I actually have a like a little diagram here that I'll share with you guys. That's probably the worst one out of all of them that I have, though. So let me find the right one. Yeah, there it is. You just like copy it in there. I'll share it in the chat for you, so I don't have to download it again. Discord's a shit. I'm so glad, Eric, you were like, bro, you need to get. Oh, it's Canva not letting me do it. Yeah, Eric kept pushing me to get to Discord going, man. A lot of you guys did, so I definitely appreciate that. It's definitely much better. It's really an amazing platform. I used to think it was kind of like for nerds and gamers, but I was proved wrong on that. Just it's kind of a weird because it does feel like a community, and it really does like um, yeah, it definitely gives like a real like community vibe because it's all blocked up. All right, there you guys go. You thought it was for gamers too? Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, I knew that there was trading discords. I just thought they were all like, I don't know. It just seemed like a scam or something. And I didn't really get the Discord, like moving around in it. I didn't really understand like all like what. Like, it's just kind of weird and different. Oh shit! On the voice channel, how was that? I wouldn't mind doing that. We did that during the masterminds and stuff, and some of the meme coin streams. I wouldn't mind that actually. It'd be I prefer it actually because I don't like being the only one talking, dude. It's fucking it's cool, but not like that cool. Yeah, we have it silenced. Yeah, you can raise your hand in here, and I can then give you access to it. But yeah, you're suppressed in here. I don't think we've ever tried it. We should try that. I'll talk to Alexis, and I don't know. I don't. Alexis does everything, dude, in the Discord. I don't really. The dude is like the best Discord mod that. No, I've never really seen scammers in here. Never anything wrong with the Discord. It runs like a fucking dream. The dude is like so fucking on point. I got really lucky. The other dude that came with him really didn't. He introduced us, and then he's supposed to have marketing expertise, and he just didn't really. I really like him, but yeah, I just never. It seemed like Alexis is the dude, and he's a pro. He came into being a moderator and didn't know anything about trading, like nothing, and he's about to get a payout, which I think that's fucking dope. That's like so fucking cool. Dude fucking comes into the Discord as a moderator and no, like zero, zip zero, didn't want to trade, didn't even when I asked him at first to do trade, the other dude did. He did not. He had no want to trade. No, I don't want to, man. It's not my thing. Slowly but surely. So what about this money? Yeah, it's like the money, yeah. Yeah, not yes. You can try to trade it, but it's almost impossible unless it's got a big range. Just NQ and gold. Yeah, I like gold. Gold's got but it's also a tough product to trade. But I like gold in that NQ. Yeah, he got bit by the trading bug. You start seeing people make, you know, money, and then you have an opportunity to learn from somebody. I think that's good. And then like then like I'd say a month and a half ago, he goes, "This redelivery, man, it is that's it." And I was like, "Yeah, I told you that's it, dude. Just do that." And then off to the races, dude. I think it's super cool. It speaks to the power of like trading and being able to make that magic internet money. There's something magical about it, guys, where you don't have to work a job. You can sit in front of your computer. It's fucking amazing, dude. Like You think 30 years ago, and you couldn't do it. It was impossible. This opportunity, and then you have the prop firms on top of that just to sprinkle on some fucking cherries on top to make it a little bit better for us. Why don't you get free fucking funding and access to capital that no one in the history of fucking mankind has had an opportunity at their fingertips to change their life with 300 fucking dollars? Nobody. Like, and you think you're selling crack, you ain't doing that, dude. Like it's just at your fingertips, and that's what makes it hard, though. The opportunity is so big and so great that it almost makes it harder because it's just it's a mind fuck, I think. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, honestly, bro, there was never being a better time. Yeah, like for real. Yeah, they like the gold, huh? Yeah. I'm kind of getting the gold bug right now, dude. It really makes me wonder if like how high gold will go in the next coming year. But Bitcoin's about to blast everyone's faces off. So I haven't talked about it in a couple weeks, but I haven't talked about it because nothing's changed, guys. So when I said the low was in here, there, uh, like nothing has changed. It's still the same fucking. When I made that video on YouTube, in November, calling for that low, the low hit, it held the level, and it's just chilling. It's just chilling, waiting to blast everyone's faces off. It probably needs to come down into here, um, and then once it goes down into there, that'll probably be a wrap. And then blast off, bitches. Because if you go to the daily chart, oh, yeah. So we need one more push here. So you see how it's two pushes? You need three pushes down, and then blast off. Three pushes down, 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 blast off. It's literally, I've been calling this market since here, since 20K. Three pushes down, 1, 2, 3, smaller, blast off. That one's kind of weird. That was like never took out that low there, so I don't know what was up with that. Just a big dip. But usually it happens around the same time month, like the 16th, 17th. So probably be. I thought it was gonna happen this month, but it didn't. So, probably next month. But probably come down near here, and then so anything under 90K, I usually if I get money, I'll just add into my position. But gold will catch. I mean, Bitcoin will catch up, and I don't think there's been a single. I can't remember what they say, but I think they say in a 2-year period, it's outperformed every asset, and I think it's going to continue to do that. Let's look for a measured move. Yeah, so 170. That'd be the next upside target. It's 100% gain, and that's just Bitcoin. The other crypto are gonna like Solana will probably go 400% or whatever, and then whichever assets you guys like. That's just what it's been doing. I just found it, and then I noticed it back here. If you look on my Twitter, I post the things, but this is the first one I noticed. Yeah, so you notice here it starts taking off around the 16th, it really starts picking up smoke, and it starts really cooking. and then it did it, and then when it did it here, because that was March, April, May, June, it did it again, almost the 16th, about the same time a month, did it again. But all these pullbacks, every time Bitcoin pulls back, motherfuckers think it's going to zero. They always call for zero for some reason, or 20K or whatever it is. Yeah, it did it. It just continued to do it, dude. And it's been doing it since, 2022. So it's been doing the same fucking model. The model just gets bigger. Every time it goes up, instead of you had a little pattern here, a little pattern there, and then it just starts getting bigger, and the reactions are getting bigger. So you get 3 pushes down, bigger move. 3 pushes down, bigger move. And then we're gonna have it right here. And ding. Also makes me, yeah, it's just redelivery. This high, and you pair it with redelivery, like you had I didn't talk about that, but it's redelivery. So you had an open loop there, redelivered it to the tick. You had an open loop there, redelivered it to the tick. I'm just good at identifying these patterns, dude. I don't know why I'm good at it, but redelivered it. So you have the open loop where price takes off without coming back there, redelivers it. People talk about liquidity and all this bullshit, but it's just redelivering. It's redelivery. Because it went like that. Yeah, it fucking went 10% below the low. It's not a liquidity run if it goes 10% below the low. No. No, it's not. Yeah, it is power to the 3. This is power of the 3 too. And not in the sense that he looks at it, but in terms of like a monthly power of 3, I think it was here. I'm not. I haven't checked in a couple years now, like at least since late 2023. I stopped fucking with ICT. I think 2024, beginning of 2020. No, it was 2023 because that was the year I was just disgusted with his content. So yeah, so since there I haven't looked at it, but the first ones were for sure. No, New York session is if you asked me that 3 months, not even that long ago, 2 months ago, I would have said yeah, but I hadn't really like actually tried because I don't have to go to work, so my sleep schedule gets really out of whack if I'm not careful. Like stay up all night, sleep until fucking 10 a.m. or whatever I want, 7 a.m. whatever. So I wasn't trading the opening. I would get to New York a little late, and it last 2 weeks I changed my sleep schedule and started getting up early and catching the opening, and my trading is way better, dude. Like I would say my favorite time to trade is the open, the first 10 minutes of the open so far. Get back to me in a month or so as I continue to do it, and I'll see what works best. But I'm really good at the opening, so I can usually like predict where it's going to reverse at within a couple points. So it's just having the like Friday on Monday, I didn't have the balls to pull the trigger, even though it played out as planned. Pre-market planned it, and it was pretty much perfect. I just didn't have the balls. I hesitated. Yeah, so it's my run on pre-market strategy here. So it comes back as soon as it broke that, I should have entered in there and would have been able to be done in 10 minutes and easy money. And I didn't do it, but most of the time I got the balls to do it. But yeah, it is definitely a change, right? So I think Asia's session is better for new traders, though. I'll stand on that. If you're a new trader learning price action, it gives you time to analyze. Like you have time. New York session, you don't have time to really think about it. Should I enter in here? Like right now, you have time. Like how long did it take Nasdaq to reverse here? At least a couple, like at least a couple minutes. Like at the high. Yeah, so you had 49, you had it's 7 minutes to make up your mind. It's a SMC, another SMC soup here. Maybe. No, it's not. It's just a double top. So it gives you time and you still get explosive moves. I think the days of can't make any money in Asia session is over. Like Sunday night I made I don't remember what it was, but 8 to look at the Sunday. So Sunday I made $1,400 and really quickly. And then the night before that, $1,600. That was New York. That was New York. No, that's Asia session plus 700. Open 1,500. So I think there's plenty of money to be made. I think it's good too. Yeah, it does. So, any other questions, guys? What's the best time frame to trade? Time. Oh, I already answered that question. Oh, you came straight to the Discord. Like it. I like it. Yeah, there's one running right now, bro. Actually, good question. I didn't even think about. I'm so bad at being a salesman, dude. I just not. It's not my forte, man. Um, Jesus. I should have been saying this the whole stream. I should have been pushing this the whole time. Yeah. So right now there is buy one get 1 month free. So it's literally comes out to $1 a fucking day for the Discord for 2 months. So you buy 1 month, you get a month free. So it's $1 a fucking day, which I with how much streaming I'm doing, that's just like ridiculously cheap. So for every day, you're paying pennies on the dollar for hours of the add up during the week, where you get to actually ask me questions and shit. As my trading, I would assume that as my trading continues to progress and get better, the Discord's gonna start getting popping here pretty soon. Like, cause before I left in the summer for like a couple months, I think the Discord was pretty popping, and it's getting a little hard to answer everyone's questions and shit. So right now is the opportunity why there's not that many, still not that many people in here, because you actually can. It's actually I can actually mentor you because I can actually get to know you and your trading style and what you do and what you're having trouble with and like who you are as a person, so I can actually help you. Like even though it's just chat, I can still like I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely a mentor to a lot of people in here. So, but as it gets more people in here, like before I left for a little bit, I was kind of like getting overwhelmed, and I wasn't really in the chats anymore because it was getting overwhelming. So, but it's not like that right now. It's really nice. So I'll definitely jump on it, guys. I should probably give you the link, eh? I'll make another post about it too in the yeah, and I put the first 20 users only. I haven't checked to see how many people signed up. I think 10 or something like that, maybe. Yeah, definitely I would do it. And then if you're a current member, guys, and you're like, that's not fair. Like let's say like just tag me in the chat and I'll DM you and then we'll prorate it out for you, right? Because I don't want this just to be for new people. I hate how like you guys can't like, let's say you're like, oh, I want to get in on this discount. I'll just pay for the next 2 months ahead, and it like stack on your current time paid, but it doesn't work that way. It, like starts a whole new subscription for you, So what we would have to do is prorate it, whatever it comes out to. I think it came out to $685 a week or whatever. So if you had 2 weeks left on your thing, I would pay, $12.50 or whatever it was. Cash App you, PayPal you, whatever, to make sure that you don't lose that time accumulated. Yeah, it's definitely it'll be open until Christmas, and I'll put it, or until the 20 people are hit. But I'm not really talking about it, I'm not pushing it, so you guys should be all right. Just make sure you use the code B1GF. And then one more thing, guys, and then I'm done. I can't talk anymore. The base app, like, make sure you guys get in on that, dude. Like, it's actually a dope app. I don't know if some of you guys have explored it, but I think this is probably going to be the future of Twitter, honestly. It's already got like, it's like having Twitter and what's a good example? There's nothing else like it, dude, because I can like it's like Twitter combined with trading apps, right? So you can like trade and do Twitter in the same app. It's like if Twitter had a perps exchange, you could buy and sell crypto. You could instead of liking somebody's post, you could like them a cent. It's really, really super cool. And right now they're doing like this Christmas thing where if you sign up, you're supposed to get a share of $2 million, which I don't think there's like, I think there's 200,000 downloads or something. So if you're actually active on there, I think you can actually make a couple $100 probably. I'm not really sure though. There hasn't been any like, I just know that Coinbase is rich as fuck. So like super rich. And I don't think they're going to let us down on any airdrops that come because they're going to launch a base coin, which the airdrop to that, I would imagine, would probably be, I don't know, it's Coinbase, bro. Like if they don't drop the biggest air, like if I was a owner of a place, I'd want to make sure my airdrop is like the biggest in history because it always shows like whoever makes the next biggest like airdrop, their token does extremely well. Like Hyperliquid was the last guys, and they're fucking off and booming. The ones before that was like Uniswap, Arbitrum, anytime, Jupiter. These were all like the biggest airdrops in history at that point. So whoever makes the next one, those platforms do extremely well. If they do a shitty airdrop, the platforms die. So yeah, I'd imagine that's going to be well worth it to experiment on there and check it out. If I can get the fucking link, dude. It's free to sign up. It's really, if you're not into crypto, it's really easy to onboard. It's not really complicated or nothing. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace out. I'll put the recording in the recorded in the free section. If you're check out the free section, the recordings here. There's a lot of recordings in there too. Yeah, you guys take care. Have a good Christmas, guys. Peace out.